You know, when I said this story about federal government suing Natasha, it is so funny. I mean, I don't know who is advising Natasha. I kept saying, go and check my first videos about Natasha. I did some 2 months back. Go and check. I kept saying that Natasha is fighting a lost battle. You can't fight government. You can't fight government. You can't fight government. It is difficult, especially a third world country like ours. It is difficult to do it. Now the federal government is now, suing you. Do you know what that means? Do you know what that means? That the federal government is suing you, is taking you to court. Where you want to start? Where do you want to start from? I was saying this in that whoever Natasha is speaking to, Natasha would have gone, you have made your noise, you've made your point, keep quiet and shut up. But look at it now. There's going to be more trouble for her. Of course, you are not coming back to Senate. They might reinstate you, but in second term, you don't dare. And I keep saying that the number three man is in bed with the number one man. They're inseparable. And part of the deal that was made, I'm not supposed to be revealing this, but you can take it to the bank. Part of the deal that was made is to get Akwa Ibom State on board. If he tries to get Akwa Ibom State on board, just like he has done, then all his sins will be forgiven, including the sin against you, if I thought there was, because I kept saying there is nothing like sin. There is not. They didn't touch you anything. It was an afterthought. That particular thing is an afterthought. It wasn't like there was anything spectacular against you. So let's be clear on that matter. Nobody touched you, nobody harassed you, nobody sexually harassed you, anything. Up until this moment, you haven't even brought out any proof. You haven't brought out any proof to show that truly you were touched, or truly you were harassed, or truly anything happened. The only thing you told us is they were swinging your hand. They say put your hand somewhere to be smelling. Like you think this is a secondary school or primary school where when you just say one thing that people will now say, hey, you now leave. Oh God, you just God, these are politicians. So these are deadly, dirty politicians. So they joke with you. You can't. There's a limit to what you can do when it comes to things like that. And the federal government is taking you to court. What are they taking you to court for? For your broadcast you made. And remember when she was going from one station to another, I was telling somebody that this woman is making a huge mistake. Oh. This woman is making a huge mistake. You are saying that the Senate House is a cult. Like you are disparating the Nigerian government. That is what you are doing. You are trying to bring down the Nigerian government by your actions and your inactions. You suspended your hands, so why don't you go away and lick your wounds and then re-strategize? What's all these fights? What are you fighting for? What is it? And look at the mess from this your broadcast from Natasha Bello to BBC to CNN, all those media houses that you went to, and now there's allegations that some people you actually told somebody that there was no harassment. It's just that you are trying to just fight and see how far it goes. See the mess. If they were from once thinking that, okay, let's get this woman back, they would have said, okay, this woman doesn't deserve to be forgiven. They will withdraw all of those things and say, look, let her stay away until your tenure finishes. See what you have brought onto yourself as a woman who is supposed to be, elegant in her skin, who's supposed to be, focused on, her constituency and doing things for her people. But you kept throwing tantrums, going to all media houses. What has this going to all the media houses that you have gone to now achieved? What has he achieved? So now you are now in court with the federal government. The federal government is the one taking you to court. It don't finish now. It means that all this while, the president didn't like what you did. Yes, maybe the Senate President may have misstepped. Yeah, maybe he may have misstepped by suspending you and removing all those privileges from you. Maybe yes, but sometimes it's about what you do after everything, after what your reaction is after everything. When you are in suspension, what happens? But you went about castigating the very institution where you eat from, the very institution that paid you, the very institution that you lobbied to be in, the very institution you went to court to be part of. You disparaged that particular institution, vilified it, and I kept saying that this man, Senate President Akpabio, will not be there forever. He's at the very best for 8 years max. He's not going to be Senate President forever. He won't even be the longest serving Senate President ever. No, he will be out. But when you talk about him, you talk about him by, like you're talking about him, not the institution of the Nigerian Senate. See, everything can lie under everything. Of this federal government suit against Natasha, it's clearly because of the move she made going into those media houses saying all sorts of things. Forget those things where they right say, it's just clearly because of that thing. That going to the media and saying all sorts of things against the Senate. Not even Senator Akpabio, the Senate itself. And then bringing Nigerian government to disrepute by going to those international media and saying those things. Do you know how the damage that thing caused to Nigerian government? Do you know the embarrassment? So she has to continue licking her wounds. It's going to be quite interesting to see what happens afterwards. But trust me, it's a dead end for her. It's a dead end. If it means begging or reaching out or lobbying, die and lobby. See what happened in Rivers. Everybody who was screaming and urging Fubara, go. And she now, everybody is quiet now. He has gone to lobby. He has gone to say, I beg go. I don't mind coming back. And he comes to front and say, I don't want to go back there again. Oh, talk. So if she can, she still has time to see if you can call for a few persons. I know she knows what to do. What's ego? Fine woman. Carrying face. Guy, politics not a see face, so you sure say this one, you're not going to come back, sir. That one, short bank, you're not coming back to that Senate House in 2027. However it is, for those who missed out on my thought earlier about the first time these things happened, well, enjoy it. It's coming next. Thank you. Can we use our brains for once? Let's use our brains. So they sat down and said, don't do the killing in Abuja, do the killing in Kogi. It's only when it happens in Kogi, that is when it will seem like they killed you. That's why it seems like it's not done by the Senate President. Oh, yes. Haba. Come on now. Sometimes if you must lie, add a little bit of panache and flair to it so that it will sound really cool in the ears. Two hefty men, former governors, their brain is so daft, is so skewed that they'll be thinking of killing you. Your safety, in fact, they will be praying that you are alive to see what they will do to you. Not killing you. Killing you is a waste of time now. You know, the more this lady opens her mouth to speak, the more her mouth oozes with lies. Lies upon lies upon lies upon lies. So let's take these lies one at a time. She was saying, that the Senate President Akpabio had a meeting with former Governor Yahaya Bello in Abuja, and there were three things that they were asking to do. They planned to do. One was to kill her, which was a grave allegation. Another one was to strip her of the opportunity to return, as a senator in 2027. and then there's a recall. We'll take that one at a time. As she speaks, we'll speak to that issue. So let's listen to this first part.
And even if I'm not a lawyer, I'm a sane individual. And I do stand by what I said. It was part of the meeting, the discussions Akpabio had with Yahaya Bello that night to eliminate me. And to
what extent? To
what purpose? Let's say this. Let's ask the Senate President, why in the first instance did he withdraw my security, if not to make me vulnerable to attacks? Mind you, of all the senators there, well, let's just say, we're about 109 senators, but we all have different stories. I have been a high-profile, vulnerable individual because of the nature of politics I've experienced in the year 2018, very violent and dangerous. And I've always had my security, okay? So stripping me off my security simply because I'm suspended illegally, actually, he just positioned me before attacks, and I knew immediately what
that meant. Is that the reason why you think they want to eliminate you?
That's not it. Mind you, I said that there was a conversation. So that happened. I was suspended on the 6th day of March, right? And shortly a week after, which was the 14th, a week and a few days after when he met with him, he then emphasized that I should be killed, but I should be killed in Kogi. And that was one of the reasons why I did not go home on time. I delayed going home because I needed to put some measures on ground. I did write a letter to the Inspector General of Police, and I sent a copy to his WhatsApp. I tell you, there were actually three conversations that happened that day. I spoke only about two. The third one was quite minute, which is that they should prepare to field in someone who will, just in case I want to contest in 2027, some strong person who will clinch the ticket from me during the primaries. That's the third part of it. The first was my recall. The second was to eliminate me. The third was to put in someone who would take the ticket from me in 2027 if I want to contest. So if you are doubting the veracity of the killing, yes, then what about the recall that we just experienced? Let us get to that bridge. I'm hearing that the Senate President wants to sue me for that. I will tell him to go ahead. We'll meet and we'll cross that bridge.
That they wanted to kill her. I'm sorry, really. I mean, you know that feeling you get when somebody assumes relevance or wants attention? That's what I see. Okay, so two men sat, former governor Kogi State, two-time governor, and former governor, two-time governor of Akwa Ibom State. They will sit down, and the only thing that they will discuss is to kill you. As what? Somebody who has been disadvantaged, you're no longer in the Senate, you are struggling with your recall process. I mean, I'm sure that there's a lot of emotional damage that must have been done to you with all of these back and forth. And then you go to TV and say that two former governors sat down, and the problem that they're discussing, the only problem that they discussed is there are three things that they discussed to kill you. What the hell is this? Who is she? Who is this woman? No. I really need somebody to put me through. I really need to feel what she's feeling, because I don't get it. Does she think she's that relevant? She's that important that the only thing that they'll be doing is to discuss how to kill her? Yeah. No, it's really funny. To say the least, it's really funny, and I think maybe because the Senate President is not giving her the attention that she's requiring from him. The call hasn't gone through. They haven't made that meetings happen, and so because of that, she keeps going on and on and on. But quite frankly, guys, I mean, let's be serious. Let's just be serious. I mean, do you really think that meeting happened? Like, meeting of two former governors, and it's not like they are planning to kill their fellow man or maybe to go against their fellow man. Now, woman, that's too weak an argument, man. That's too weak an argument. I mean, you could say something else. You could. There's some lies you would tell. The entire country would say, no, this one a lie. But there's some lies you would tell. They'll be like, can you just go and sit down? Like, madam, please go and sit down. I just got to beg you. Can you just leave us alone? Let's face our lives. This thing is becoming really irritating. I don't know whether it's just me, but it's irritating. It's irritating, to say the least. I'm serious, really. Now, going to the second thing she said, they plan to also have a strong candidate to remove the party ticket from her come 2027. Okay, so after killing you, they will now move to removing the ticket from you in 2027. Excuse me. Hello. So if they kill you, you will still contest for 2027, or did you? Or I mean, it's as if I missed it, because this video did not say that if they fail to kill you. This video did not say if they fail to kill you. It just says, they plan to three things. They plan to kill you. They plan to bring somebody that will take the ticket from you in 2027, and they plan to recall you. Madam, if the recall happened and they kill you, you can't be alive for 2027. You see why I said this is this is a lie. I don't understand. Woo! Madam Natasha, you are a strong woman. I mean, no doubt. Nobody is putting you down in any way. I mean, you are a very, very strong woman. You are resilient. We've seen it. People have hailed you. They have elevated your spirit. You keep fighting. People you are fighting are not ordinary people. They use this style to fight this kind of people. They use this style to fight this kind of people. And trust me, these things are going to fall like a pack of cards. Akpabio is, you see. Let's go to the other one that he said. He said they're trying to get somebody who is strong. And it's Akpabio, who will be fighting for his own life in Akwa Ibom come 2027. That will be planning. He's in APCO. I'll be planning to fight you who is in PDP. Fight for the tickets that is in the PDP. And then impose somebody in the PDP. Yahaya Bello is also in APCO. Then they will now fight. They will now get somebody who is very strong to move you away from grabbing a ticket for PDP in 2027. So they are they are so not busy. They are so less busy. They are so jobless, that the only thing they'll be thinking to themselves, the only thing they'll be telling themselves is, how do we play politics to the extent of getting the candidate to make sure that, they take away the ticket from you. Even if they do, don't you have something else to do? Aside from politics, don't you have other things you can do? You've got money. You can do anything. You can be relevant in different ways. You must necessarily be a senator. So what's all this fuss? What's all these issues? What's all this that we're hearing every day? What's? I mean, seriously. So okay, why do you want to even be in the Senate in order to touch lives? It's Kogi Central. Focus on your community and help people and grow. You don't actually have to be in the Senate. You don't really need the money. In Nigeria, you can actually pay for your security. If security is your problem, you can actually pay for your security. And then the reason that she gave, they removed her security. She doesn't have an evidence. If she has an evidence, she would have presented it. You know why? She started saying, that they removed her security and they made her vulnerable. That is why she feels that, they are planning to kill her. For the life of me, I mean, I'm not in any way affiliated to Akpabio or his ally, but I look at things critically, even as journalist. And trust me, that meeting had never happened. And that, by the way, the person who is looking to do your recall, we all know where that recall is coming from. It's a sponsored deal. People don't like you to be in the house anymore. I mean, for somebody who's able to carry that out, that particular thing, you should actually deal with your fears rather than creating an imaginary fear. Because it doesn't make any sense. As far as I'm concerned, this really doesn't add up. They want to kill you, and the only evidence you have is that they removed your security, and Senate President is the one that removed your security, and so because of that, you are now vulnerable. Jesus, that is a blatant lie. The reason why your security was removed, go and look at people who have been suspended in the House. Every of the privileges in the Senate that you have is taken away from you. It's suspension for the first 6 months. After 6 months, if you apologize, if at all there's the rules, if you go by the rules, they will reinstate you. It's a simple. It's not. You're not the first person to be suspended from the Senate. You're not the second. You're not the third. There have been people who have been suspended previously, and they came back. So I don't know where this woman is getting her strength, her relevance, her self-imposed relevance that these two men will sit down and the only thing that they're thinking of is to kill. Do you know that even her safety is important to them? Because as this thing happens, it is assumed in everybody's mind that Akpabio that Akpabio will go against her, or Akpabio's men will go against her, or Akpabio, because of the fact that he's the number 3 man in the country, will go against her. Do you know that if anything happens to her, everybody knows where the fingers will point towards? They will point towards either Yahaya Bello or Akpabio. So why do you think they would want anything to happen to you? Let alone the thing happening in Kogi. Can we use our brains for once? Let's use our brains. So they sat down and said, don't do the killing in Abuja, do the killing in Kogi. It's only when it happens in Kogi, that is when it will seem like they killed you. That's why it seems like it's not done by the Senate President. Oh, yes. Haba. Come on now. Sometimes if you must lie, add a little bit of panache and flair to it so that it will sound really cool in the ears. Two hefty men, former governors, their brain is so daft, is so skewed that they'll be thinking of killing you. Your safety, in fact, they will be praying that you are alive to see what they will do to you. Not killing you. Killing you is a waste of time now. Kill you, okay? Akpabio will sit down with Yahaya Bello and say, you should go and kill you. This far. In fact, if there was ever any discussion between Akpabio and Yahaya Bello, it's just basically, calling the thing bluff. Trust me, calling the thing bluff. And if the INEC so-called thing fails, they're going to say, I beg, this woman, forget this thing. But say, kill. Haba. Sometimes we should be serious. I mean, we should be serious. I use God, beg you. We should be serious in this life. These things are not rocket science. Nobody threatened you. It's your angel, or you have turned spirit when you were there when the meeting happened and they discussed and they exchanged as this is what's going to happen, or it was a phone call that they made and then you went and met with MTN and Airtel or whatever number you think that they are using to now get the discussions that they had to know, and you are saying that with so much strength and emphasis that you have evidence that is daring you are daring the Senate President to sue you. Man, the Senate President is too busy for all these things. I swear to God, the Senate President is too busy. I'm sometimes I'll be so busy to even do certain things that I can imagine what Senate President will be passing through rather than just rants. As far as I'm concerned, it's rants. They sat down. They shouldn't kill you in Abuja. They should kill you in Kogi. I don't know, man. I don't know what you guys think. Maybe I'm seeing this on a totally different perspective. Or maybe my bias is working over time on me. But let me know what you think, really. Let me know what you think about this Natasha's latest outburst about, allegations about these two persons looking to kill her. I would love to hear from her. I'd love to hear diverse opinions. I'll be on the comments to really look at what you guys got. Let me in on it. Thank you.